ordinary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies him, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Tigers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Whirling. Hey, lift.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
17.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green,
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
One man in the backfield, Murray on second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Set. 3-19.
To throw is Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Goff now looks to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now it's Rosen looking. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and long here for Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Goff now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, gone. Wide open receiver complete.
I don't know what to tell you. That wasn't me.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Super one, super one. Dula.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 76. 76.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Super one, super one.
Out of the gun, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Rosen on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Now it's Rosen. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Super one! Check, watch the before. Watch the curl. Super one!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Detroit!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
All right, now, look at 56. 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
On first down, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down, here's Rosen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
To throw is Rosen, and that's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And take it right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
76. 76. Obama. Value 1. Value 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shell. Louis. Shell.
Goff now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Goff. Oh, some strong running. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now. As he should be able to pin him back deep for his first punt.
Unbelievable.
Wide open 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Rosen. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
No, check. Patriot!
On 1st down, Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess. But sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're good. We're good.
After the interception, here's Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Looking for Woods that time.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll lift to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rosen on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Our ball. We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, lift.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Gone!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Listen.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Orange.
Now a first down throw. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
76, tell him. 76.
Now a handoff. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A gain of 11.
I hate to rush you, bro, but I gotta get ready for work. Let's go.
To kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Super 66.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Offensively with the lead.
Man, please.
Run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They pitch it out to Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On second down now, Scott, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Whirling. Shell. Maverick ball. Orange.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
14. Super 66.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. He's back to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.